Live in Glens Falls during this Women's History Month in a very special upstate of business. She never wanted to be involved in business in any way. Now she runs 5 of them. Today I sit down with Elizabeth Miller, who has turned her own personal loss into big wins for the Glens Falls area.
We just started off with 1.
Elizabeth Miller shows me around the business she had no interest in.
What are you working on?
Today she has a better understanding of her company, Miller Mechanical Services, than she'd ever hoped. She was a speech therapist for 30 years in Saratoga Springs schools, and her husband, Miles, the owner of the business that services paper mill equipment, passed away suddenly in 2007. What was the plan?
The plan was, when Miles, he had some heart issues, and he said, if anything happens to me, put a lock on the gate and put it up for sale.
A few days after he passed, she visited the business.
And then when he passed away, you saw the faces of the people that needed a job, and they had careers here. And
families.
Yes, and families in your community, and people count on you, and you have to do the right thing.
So doing the right thing meant keeping and running a business that she admittedly knew nothing about.
Oh gosh, no. I never thought. No, not in a million years.
Signs on the wall are reminders of her style. Work hard and be nice to people.
Teaching helped. I think just listening. I did a lot of listening with my students in school.
Her philosophy works. The business has flourished and expanded under its once reluctant CEO. And you've hired more people and
yes.
more families.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this business grew. Of course, when we bought Doty Machine Works, there was another probably 45 guys over there with families, and of course GE went down, so it was, needed more than ever. So just the right thing to do.
They've added a new location to design, cut, and build the heavy equipment needed by the paper industry and other manufacturers. Miller Mechanical Services is now up to more than 200 employees and counting. But Elizabeth didn't stop there. She's purchased or reinvigorated several other businesses, including a farm in Queensbury.
That was my original plan after retiring teaching.
Her Sunset Farm supplies a popular farm stand and fresh produce to her restaurant and market at the corner of Park and Elm called Park and Elm. Across the street, she's also resurrected the long vacant Park Theater, turning it into a beautiful performing arts and event space. So much for relaxing after a 30-year career in education. And when she does retire in a few years, she plans to stay right here where she's invested so much.
It's a great place to live. It's got, we aren't Saratoga, we aren't Lake George, we're right smack in the middle, and we have such potential for growth, and we're just a hometown community, and I just, what's not to like? Elizabeth Miller is so humble. She was a joy to talk to. Very impressive.
Yeah, seems like it. Wow.